Hi everybody, this is Oleg. Welcome to Oregon Preparedness. Speak softly and carry a big stick. That's NY Prepper's motto, one of his mottos. And I think we all should implement that motto in our lives. I like that one. Thumbs up to NY Prepper, Greg, my good friend. Great friend, great channel. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about the situation in Kazakhstan. Anyway, in Kazakhstan, as you probably know, many of you, there is major protests and riots going on. And many people wonder what's going on. Our people are just mad, people not liking what's going on in the country with their lives. Is it all natural, just break out, or could it be sponsored by somebody? I'll give you a hint. CIA. Maybe. It's just a thought. But first, let's go back to 2014, to Ukraine and Maydan. All those big protests over there. All the revolution came as a result of sponsorship, if you know what I mean. And I know I'm from there. I still have family and friends there. I know people were getting paid to go out and protest because there is no other way. No matter how bad your life sucks, you still need to go try to make some money. You gotta pay bills. You have to feed your family. Those people were protesting there for months, and they were getting paid. I heard that they were getting paid like $50 a day, which is huge money for Ukraine. That's $1,500 a month. If average Ukrainian makes $600 to $700 a month, that's double the pay. It's like, imagine you're going to work for $20 an hour. Suddenly somebody tells you, you know what, here is 50 an hour. Go and protest. Some people wouldn't do it no matter what, but some people would. So not surprisingly so. So that's what happened. That whole Maidan was sponsored. Most people know about it. If you don't, that's what happened. You can take it or leave it. You don't have to believe me. You can check your sources, and you'll find out. Then just 2 years ago, in 2019, well, almost now 3 years ago, in Belarus, when it was time to re-elect Lukashenko, same thing, massive protests. And I have no proof of that, but from some sources I heard that it was also being sponsored, all those protests. And now, as we know what's happening in Ukraine, we all know that they're on the brink of war with Russia. Russia has a lot of military personnel and all the equipment by the borders. Don't you think that this is suddenly, all these protests, does it look like it's a little bit funny to you? It looks really funny to me. Yes, for the benefit of a doubt, we can say that possibly there were just people had enough of all the communistic regime and bad quality of life, and we can go on. But when you think about it from strategic point, obviously NATO and USA, which is pretty much the same thing, because NATO without USA is pretty much nothing, except for maybe France. But they don't want Russia to invade Ukraine. They don't want Russia to take portion of Ukraine. Obviously, if in summertime, after the meeting, Ukraine will join NATO, it's almost guaranteed there will be American bases in Ukraine, as they are in Poland and in Baltic countries and so on and so forth. And so all the other surrounding countries. And so Kazakhstan, if they stir all this craziness, all this mayhem, it would distract Putin, at least hypothetically, that he would have two fronts, Ukraine and Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is important to Russia because they have that launching pad in Baikonur where they shoot, where they send the rockets to the space. So it's very important. It's very important for Russia, and not only that, Kazakhstan is a huge buffer for Russia. It's a ginormous country. So if those protests continue, it will not be easy for Russia to take control of them. It will be hard, but I'm sure they will try to do everything they possibly can to do so. Because if they lose that, they would have no buffer yet from another place. And think about this. If, let's say this protest is just natural, if they change the government, for an example, and nothing happens, they don't try to become allies with US, they're not trying to get into NATO, then we would know it was just a revolution. But you know what? I highly doubt it. Just revolutions, they just don't happen. So, like I said before, people need to go to work and pay their bills and feed their kids. They're not just happening out of the blue. You know, in that big crowd where you might have seen on the videos, in NY Prepper's video from yesterday, I'm sure there were a lot of people who were just normal protesters, I'm sure. But there is a lot of people in that crowd, I'm willing to say 99% guarantee, that were paid to throw these sparks into the crowd, try to ignite the flame. So let me know in the comments what you think about it, but I think it's Maydan in Kazakhstan. Pretty much same scenario that happened in 2014 in Ukraine. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll see you in the next upload. Bye.